really good writer, be a successful writer and get to the point where you might get to write as a Doctor Who. But you can't ever get to write Doctor Who by only wanting to write Doctor Who. That's the truth.
Back up in the back corner.
What's your favorite episode of Doctor Who?
I like the one that, you know, when it started with those two school teachers going home and going to a scrapyard and finding the TARDIS. It was home for a bit, and then the Doctor meets River Song again. And they finally came out of it. I like it. It's all one big episode, really. I can't have a favourite, yes.
You up in the back again also?
Yes, it's my birthday, so I want to say this was the best birthday present ever.
Well, I want to say thank you, and also your family have been exceptionally mean to you.
Give some description of Jim the Fish. I've been trying to picture him.
Jim the Fish. Well, he's a fish, and he's called Jim. I'm not sure we're ever actually going to meet Jim the Fish, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go home tonight and think we should. I don't know. I have no idea what Jim the Fish is. But people seem to like him. I don't know why.
Right in the front.
The previous Doctor's going to be in the new season.
Are the, what the, Tom Baker and Dave Tennant and all that? Yeah. Well, almost certainly not. I mean, I never rule anything out, but, you know, I think we do that. We have previous Doctors showing up for special occasions, like, you know, the 50th. And I've almost committed to not doing the 100th. You know, I haven't yet. So I may have done my last multi-Doctor. But I think if you do it all the time, it stops being special. I think you have to only do that when it really counts.
I think you have to get that TARDIS key from River, and then you can write the 100.
Gee, that's what I'm going to do if I get a hold of my TARDIS. Oh, I can write more Doctor Who. The simple, just imagine as you use a time traveler. I'll go back to work in 100 years.
Yes.
There's a lot of characters in fandom. Has Hasbro ever reached out to you about Doctor Who?
Hasbro.
Hasbro, the My Little Pony. They have
Oh, I don't really know what that is.
it's the Doctor in
Goodness. There was something on her t-shirt. I'm not just randomly staring at it. I don't know. I'm not really involved in the merchandising part of it. Maybe they have.
You don't have little girls, do you? You have little boys. They're older now.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, Louis still like that.
If you had girls, you know what the My Little Ponies are.
Okay, I can't mention My Little Pony once in the Doctor. I didn't really know what it was. It sounded fun.
Straight ahead here?
I'm curious to know if the Doctor will ever meet, like the Doctor had met Agatha Christie. Will he ever meet Sir Arthur Conan Doyle?
Well, he nearly did. When Mark was doing the Crimson Horror, in the first few drafts of the storyline, Arthur Conan Doyle was in it, which was quite a fun idea. But we ended up with too many detectives. We had the Doctor with Vaster, and then we had Sir Arthur as well. We just thought there's just too many, so we wrote him up. Not impossible. It's a fun idea.
So Benedict Cumberbatch, we can expect him next season?
There will be no crossover. Don't blame me, but everybody else. Didn't just do what I tell them.
Go ahead.
How did you make the TARDIS?
How do I what?
How did you make the TARDIS?
How do we make it? Well, much cleverer people than me make the TARDIS. So we've got several of the police boxes, and obviously I'm going to blow this for you now. That big set isn't really inside it. I know. We tried really hard to make it genuinely bigger on the inside.
Don't believe
Budget
it.
cuts.
Don't believe it. It is bigger on the inside. Yes.
Are we expecting Missy to come back anytime soon?
Sorry?
Do we expect Missy to come back?
Is Missy coming back anytime soon?
We recently reinstalled her as her formerly arch enemy. Then I would think so. Yeah, I think Michelle's very up for it. We're seeing her around here in New York just for a laugh. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, I would think so.
One more question right here.
With the rumors of Peter Jackson possibly directing, other than him, were there any other famous directors you would consider directing Doctor Who?
Well, do you know, the absolute reality is I don't think it ever happens. That's the truth. I mean, Peter enjoys himself making a wee film and it's lovely. But, you know, we make them in 12 days. They don't last 12 days. We make them in 12 days. I'm not sure that's ever Doctor Who, but I can't really see it. In fairness to the people who direct Doctor Who, the guys whose names are not so famous, what they do is pretty amazing. The skill set to do that, to a standard you can put up on that screen in 12 days is a very, very different thing. And most movie directors will tell you that. Because I've been I have no idea how those guys do that in that time. So we don't get those guys to direct Doctor Who because we can't get people who are better. We get those guys to do it because they are the people who can do it. There's no that many of them. That's a boring answer, isn't it?
I want to point out one other person who's here with us tonight. I've been at the BBC for 12 years. One of the first projects I worked at for the BBC was another show here as Coupling, which was produced also by your wife Sue Virtue, who's here with us tonight, and she also produced Sherlock. And I'd like to thank you. You're on holiday here this week. This is not, you're not paid to be here tonight, so he approached the BBC and said, I'm going to be in town and I'd like to do a Q&A for the fans tonight. So thank you very much.